Cool J's impact, I can't keep LL out of the top 10 greatest rappers of all time, but KRS-One is at least top 5 or 6 all time, in my opinion. Ty Hill.
Okay.
I know what you're doing here.
I would like to start off first by saying, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at my wall. And in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. They're telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. And for the first time in my life, that's when I saw I needed love. I say that to say this, and this is one argument of hip hop. Whenever I'm near people who can lyrically also spit, they fucking hate this conversation and my answer to it. I do not like KRS-One music. I have never fucking liked KRS-One music.
Almost had a brain aneurysm.
Answer the fucking show.
I just don't. It's not one of those things. Love's Gonna Get You is one of the best fucking songs I've ever heard in my life. Then we have The Police.
Sound of the Police. That's a sound of the police. Black Cop.
Now I'm swaying off. After that, I'm done. I'm not a big fan. Now, we're coming from a fucking hip hop culture, and it's literally like when I tell people this, and then they hear me rap after. Like once we have this conversation, they really don't want to hear me rap. Like it's no way you can fucking rap if you don't like KRS-One.
All that shit I said before about you, I'm taking it back. I ain't listening to that.
No, but then that's what's funny though. Then they find out, like I started off battling and shit like that, and they be like, "Wow, you can actually rap, and how don't you like one of the greatest of all time?" I fuck y'all up even worse right now. I think Nelly beat the fucking beef. I fucking don't like KRS-One music. I don't care. I don't care. I've had certain conversations I've had so many times that I'm used to the way y'all motherfuckers looking at me. I
gotta skip Baylor's face. Like, look at
yes, country grammar, fucking Nelly, fucking what the fuck did it? I am number one, whatever the fuck it was.
Tip drill. Nelly's actually way better than a whole lot of rappers in the mainstream right now.
Who, Nelly?
Yeah.
Nelly was fucking dope. I don't care what nobody say. Whatever. But
oh man.
Back to this shit. And KRS-One, and it's crazy. I don't know why. We from a battle era, a battle world where you're supposed to be the nicest and have so much confidence. His confidence really makes me want to punch him in his mouth. It fucking doesn't work for me.
Well, I think him and LL both are pretty much an even match when it comes to the ego.
Not him. I remember, man, one time, man, and I remember the whole I got a battle rap written for the top 5. That should have been like that should have, and then hip hop eyes, I should have been like, yes, that's how you do it. To me, it was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I swear, I don't believe it.
Cannabis, you gotta rap for everybody. Go get it then.
Now, when we talk about LL Cool J, I also agree. LL did lose the cannabis beef, but when we talk about LL Cool J, we talk about the reinvention.
You get me back.
The reinvention of a human being in music. LL did not come out with, we could talk this commercial shit and the girls and cars ride by with, that wasn't it. But anyway, we could talk about the commercial shit as far as, but LL came out, I'm bad. LL came out with some gangster, some hardcore rap shit. His first movie. Yeah, you feel me? Like they can't, that was later too, because that was thick LL. You feel me? The first LL Cool J is the Kango, the no rapper could rap quite like I can. I take a, you feel me? Like the coolest fucking. I think the first CD was, the first record was the one with the animal on it. What the fuck was it? Leopard or some shit?
That was his third.
That was his third album.
Okay, I think the first one just had the boom box.
It was Red. His first album was called Radio, right? Was it Radio?
All right, so but either way, we got a not gangster, but we got hardcore raps, right? Then we got the reinvention of LL Cool J around the couple years later, which went into the girls. You feel me? Standing on a bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Like, I knew that bitch. Like, all of us knew her. We all knew her. We wanted to fuck her. If you was young, that was the one you wanted too. So he recreated himself into that person. And then he continued to do it and do it and do it well. No pun intended. But this is after we got Shark Fin. My Hat Is Like a Shark Fin, which was a fucking takeoff of one of the older songs. And he created a whole new vibe to it. And most of the people that was fans of the new one was, I believe that was the movie with when his dumbass was a chef inside with the shark and shit. Most people that was fans of this song didn't even know that was from a line that he said in years prior. Yeah. Then you have the recreation of the
calm is around that same time.
The calm, smooth LL. Oh shit, we can't forget Father. We can't forget that. I mean, what the fuck? His mother shot his father shot his grandfather, whatever the fuck happened with that story. You feel me? We didn't know none of these things, so we get that. We get the LL Cool J book. We get these corny ass in the house shows. All of the movies. I mean,
watch that show.
Right? Why wouldn't you? It was a good corny ass show.
Maia Campbell, the chocolate girl back then, was really fine. I used to really.
Oh yeah, she was beautiful. Yeah, we won't go there. Wonderful, her. She's gonna be great.
No, she probably won't.
But we're hoping she's gonna be great.
We hope so.
But you get that, and then you get the Freeze. No, I'm sorry. We don't even go to Freeze. We fucking him and fucking what's wife J-Lo. We get that recreation. Then we get the Life Jennings recreation on Freeze. Yo, he's literally recreated himself. And with Botox, he has managed to still look the fucking same while doing these.
He looks weird, man. That should make him look weird to me. He got a fake face.
He's managed to look younger than he did when he came out as a fucking kid. This is fucking incredible.
That's terrifying.
So we have that, man, and I just think what LL contributed to the game, no artist literally. And again, I'm a Jay-Z fan. If you put Jay up against LL, music-wise, you give me both of their CDs, I'm grabbing the Jay CD. But I have to give it to LL for being the fucking, when he dropped the GOAT, which at that time I felt was maybe too early. I don't know if I agreed with it. I think that was like, 2002 when he dropped the GOAT. That's when everybody first probably realized what the fuck the GOAT mean. He had to write it on the CD.
He's been out since 85. How's it too early? Yeah, it was like a 15, 17-year situation.
I don't think we was ready to give because hip-hop, I don't like the GOAT conversations because hip-hop evolves every 10 years anyway. So it's sort of like the LeBron versus Jordan. They didn't play each other. How can one be better than the other? They didn't play. I mean, the games are completely different. You feel me? Right now, if that's the case, then Drake, Slankson, is the fucking GOAT. I mean, like everything changes. So it's like you better show me for the 6 guy can get you, yo.
He hung up.
Yeah, the six guys gonna show up, but again, I don't want to take up all the time on this, but on my opinion, man,
I didn't realize it was in an alternate universe.
LL has gave the world music, yo. It's been a lot of fucking great.
Wait a minute, though. You can't be. Are you serious? You can't be serious. So you're disrespecting the greatness of Knowledge Reigns Supreme over nearly everyone and what he gave.
All right.
He elevated the culture of hip hop and create. I mean, it formed it as a culture and taught it almost as a religion to people.
I would like to see him as a teacher. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him on stage though.
Why? He's one of the greatest live performers of all time. What are you talking about?
If this was boxing, I would want to see him be Floyd Mayweather's father and then grab a young dude to be the boxer like Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to. It's something, yo. He's never. It doesn't catch me. I've tried over. That's how I felt. Love's gonna get you. Like I've tried over and over and over and again. That song is one of the greatest songs ever made, in my opinion. But it doesn't, it's KRS-ONE. That's why, like how you just now said, you really described it. When they said the top 5, and then you was like, well, right now, shit, he's to most people ain't in the top 25. It's true.
Because people lack perspective. Niggas are dumb. That's
no. People lack the backstories that y'all know from a hip hop perspective. Y'all know the backstories of who he contributed to. Y'all know the backstories of what he gave the game. But that shit don't matter if we're just talking about album against albums against albums against albums.
I will argue that other people should know too.
I could agree with that.
Other people should know the backstories. They should. People should go back and learn the history.
I guarantee you. I'll give you right now. I'll give you $20 if you could call anybody inside the room where you are right now and say, "Give me 2 KRS-ONE albums."
There's nobody inside the room where I am right now.
Well, the house fam. All right, I'll give you a lifeline. You got your phone, you on your computer. Call somebody that does not rap. They cannot be rappers, and ask them 2 KRS-ONE albums.
They cannot be. So they can't actually rap, but they're hip hop fans, right? Because I can you
gonna go call his friend? You know what? Go call a regular damn person.
Listen, they may or may not even know who KRS-ONE is, and they know who LL Cool J is because of CSI, whatever the show is.
They don't necessarily know 2 LL Cool J albums. They can name LL Cool J songs, but not the titles of an album.
They can't even name the average fucking person. Can't even name fucking KRS-ONE songs.
The average person has nothing to do with who is the better MC.
It does.
Versus battle aspect, that's different. But
so what? All right, so we're talking verses. That was the original. We're talking songs.
They were arguing in the verses, but I'm talking about. But I want to say, who's the better MC in general? Who's the better MC? Who's the better?
If you're putting down on hip hop, if you straight talking hip hop, y'all gonna say KRS-ONE because he still shows the elements of hip hop. Okay, I got you. Guess what? The average listener don't give a fuck.
What are you talking about then?
I mean, they're not having a t-shirt competition. You know,
we're talking about
the
better lyricists. Y'all didn't. That's only one aspect of the 5 elements.
Okay. Wait.
So
wait. That is not my Batman cup. Hear me out. That was an incredible doctoral thesis on the life and times of James Todd Smith.
Get the book.
And I would say, as emphatically as I possibly could, are you serious? But I'm not. Because once you got to the end of the thesis and you stated your Drake evidence, it all made sense after that. Everything you said was contextualized at that point. So
you're using so many words I don't know what they mean.
And that's probably why you don't like KRS-ONE.
This is probably why I don't like KRS-ONE.
But even when you're talking about recreation, you know, KRS-ONE went from criminal-minded to spiritual-minded, if you will. Like he reinvented not just himself several times, he changed his mind about what he believed several times. Like he's the ultimate contradictor of his own self, KRS-ONE, that is. So, but even if we're talking about the versus battle aspect of it, yes, Jamma made a lot of good points about, you know, LL's mass appeal and versatility. You know, even Jinglin' Baby, which people remember as a girl joint, it's not. It's a battle track. Like on the verses, he's like ripping into motherfuckers. Yep. And then even you talk about, you know, the aspect of LL, like incredible the way he was able to
got a big old butt. I know I told
you.
KRS-ONE has never, I can tell by the way his nose is shaped, he has never put his jacket so that his girl could walk over a puppy. It just hasn't happened.
That might be racist, I think. Or you may be saying he's such a hotep that he doesn't respect black women. Like, I don't know. But I think that in the versus battle,
she says black women are the mother of the earth. You're the queen of the earth.
In the versus battle,
do you not like me anymore?
I think that if KRS-ONE waited until the very end to play The Bridge Is Over, he might even win the versus battle.
He has a lot of hits.
That's nostalgia, though. That would be a nostalgia win.
LL Cool, what are you talking about? Both of them are nostalgia. All that LL Cool shit's nostalgia too.
No, because
both
The Bridge Is Over comes with The Bridge Is Over. The Bridge Is Over, and I forgot to mention that, but The Bridge Is Over comes with the word hip hop. Literally.
Right. It's also the definitive destruction of the borough of Queens, and LL is from Queens. So if you waited until the very end to play the record that destroys his borough, he might even win the versus battle. But other than that, I think LL has an edge in the versus.
Was he giving him? Do you think that he was doing great lyricism in The Bridge Is Over?
For that time period, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What's the time period? Rap is, I mean,
it was like 1986.
That's true.
Nobody even had internal rhymes yet, except
the
for
thing,
Rakim.
the thing that made The Bridge Is Over
is
the thing that made The Bridge Is Over what it was the styling that he used, the way he was putting the Jamaican patois in there, and the way he was throwing those rock and roll lines in there, and he was just, he was just styling on you. It didn't have to be lyrically superb, because that's not what a battle is about.
Yeah. So I might, all right.
That level of lyrically superb didn't exist yet.
That's when, okay, so these might be the things. So you guys are helping me. This is why we need more of these conversations. All right. When I look at him, his music is not catchy enough, so it has to go the other direction for me. It has to be lyrical as fuck. He misses both of them for me. It's not catchy and it's just not lyrical.
It's not catchy. KRS got some of the most catchiest songs ever. 1, 2, 3. The crew was called BDP, and if you want to go to the tip top, he got some of the catchiest songs ever.
Catchiest hooks
ever. Sound of the Police is like what he does regularly.
He is free, but that crack costs money. Yeah.
And that might be another thing. You feel me? My lady is Jamaican, which means my kids are Jamaican, so the patois and stuff. At that age, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought African was Jamaican. I thought they were all the same. Call my ignorance a lot of this shit.
I mean, this is why knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody.
Listen,
he was trying to teach the people. He's trying to teach and liberate the mindset of African people.
Yeah.
Right.
You must learn.
I gotta give credit to that. You must
my
learn.
thing is this:
Black inventors.
I will never go back at it. I mean, on what I'm saying. What I will do is everybody can send me their favorite KRS-One song that is not one that everybody knows, and maybe he could get within my top 25.
Oh my God, man!
Well, I hold nothing you said against you, because your Drake theory therefore conceptualizes and contextualizes everything that you said, because anyone who states that human baby powder is the current GOAT, then all of everything else you said, it falls completely into order.
Slangston, I have Kareem. I think Kareem knows I have a whole anti-fuck Drake movement I had going on years ago for a song that he stole, or I felt as though he stole. So it's not even, this shit isn't even like me just being, I'm a Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like I literally had fuck you Drake songs and was getting hate fucking calls and threats and all types of lawyers and shit trying to kill me. Like, so it's not
lawyers trying to kill. Man.
I had a lawyer. I talked to a lawyer about this shit. They like, listen, we work for them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
But
like at some point during this podcast, we started off in like the Marvel universe and somehow drifted over to like Babylon 5 or something.
My mind is fucking blown. I don't want to do any more shows.
Listen,
I'm just not.
Look, I'm not saying I'm number one. No, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like
a dope MC is a dope MC. What about a record deal off MC?
It's like, what are y'all saying?
God of rap, you heard of it? The one who rhymes toward the sky, giving airplanes mad turbulence. The rap tournaments, I reign permanent. The number 1 spot by now, I'm not concerned with it. Of course, if rap, I'm turning it back to the old school way of getting cash money by earning it.
I was waiting that shit. I know it's coming. Keep going. I know
KRS-ONE wins is what I'm saying. KRS.
Well, somebody play the fucking Nelly track.
where he stole